just because he pays, does that really mean
it's a date?
It's not a date.
So what is a date?
Okay, well, no. See, this is
what's
the
a date?
I guess calling it a date. Saying this is a date. Taking you on a date. He's clear about it. Action does not equal intention, but he's making it clear. My intent right now is to take you on a date. That doesn't mean I like you, but this is a date.
Does he say that in the middle of the sentence? I don't like you.
No. Okay. But you gotta also know, just because a brother's asking you on a date doesn't mean.
What do you mean by action equal? Doesn't equal intention.
All right, so a brother asks you out on a date. He just wants to encourage you. His intention isn't necessarily to date you. It's not like, oh, I like her, I want to make her my girlfriend. So the action right there is like he's trying to encourage you. So the intent behind that, not trying to make you his girl.
It's weird. In campus, what people would call it was this building relationship. So it's that in-between stage where everyone's leaning like, oh, I'm awkward, I don't know, I'm thinking about dating you, but that doesn't mean I'm going to date you, but we're kind of should be looking at each other the same way. And you're looking at that situation, you're like, this is the most unclear, not clear, like you're thinking in cloudy.
It's so funny because I'm in something like that right now.
Exactly. Building is one of those weird things that when people are saying, like, are you building brother? Are you building sister? You're thinking, I'm building a friendship with Jenny. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm building a friendship with everyone in theory. Like, what is building to you? What is building to me? Like, what is that?
That's a good point.
Thing.
Because that's a good point.
Yeah.
So what's the definition of building?
Well, this is the thing though. I think of it, okay, if I'm gonna build a friendship with someone, whether it be with Susan, whether it be with you, whether it be with Tammy, you like building it with costly stones. Like we're gonna get to know each other, we're gonna be honest with each other from the get-go, we're gonna be friends, and we're gonna, but like, I guess when they're saying she's building with him, I interpreted it before as, oh, she's talking to him. Like from the word, like we talking. It don't, I can talk to someone else, but right now we talking.
No,
what does that mean?
But this is the thing though,
what it is you can build friendships with a guy the exact same way you build them with a girl.
But that doesn't mean that the intent is for it to go towards.
And that's what I think that's what she's starting to say about.
But that's
kingdom lingo.
But this is
building.
The thing,
it takes some
all that other
world.
It does. But this is the thing, and that's what I'm saying with the intention part. Like, I think as sisters, we gotta or just as I mean, I don't know what it's like for brothers, but when a brother is doing things that you can interpret a certain way, like getting to a point where we can just take things for face value, where it's like, okay,
no, here's me.
She said no. She said no. So.
You have to lead me down a road of cloudiness. It is not going to be cloudy all day. We got to have clear sunshine and a bright blue day. Okay?
True.
So that's where mature conversations, a conversation needs to happen. I am the queen of, I think we need to have a conversation. Because that's the only way things are going to be clear. It's like, this is the path we are going down. I had one brother, he said, where I want you and I to be in a year or two. And it was great we had that conversation because I was able to say, but I don't see that. Wasn't a bad thing, but if we had not had that conversation, then it would not have been a good thing. So he would have gotten hurt.
The building, so then in the sense of building, right? This term, the kingdom lingo. And the truth is, it is just lingo. I believe, like what you were saying of like, well, it's kingdom lingo. I think the heart behind who's saying it makes the difference. Yeah. If I'm saying it with the pure intention of, yeah, I'm really trying to get to know this brother. I hope he would want to date me, but if he doesn't, I'm just glad that we're friends and I'm trying to learn how to deal with, maybe the insecurities and emotions with it, but I like the base fact that we're friends, then that person is genuinely building a friendship. But then somebody else could be like, I'm building, but hopefully I'll be building, I'll be building with her and we can date, but if it don't work out, I'll pray, take some time and then try to see if I can build with someone else. The heart behind that sounds like, take the word building out and put talking. I'm talking to one sister, I'm trying to get to know her, so that if,
just say
you know what I'm, you talking, but
be honest.
That's leading that sister down a worldly relationship, because that's the the focus. Because I don't need to be with you, and I don't need to be your friend.
I had this crush where it was like, oh man, it came to me where I'm like, hey, this sister, she is awesome. She had the same kind of likes. But we didn't even go on a date. It's like just the interaction was there, the chemistry was there. So it was like, dang, I really need to take this sister out. And then by that time, other brothers knew and stuff. And it was kind of like a high school kind of thing. It's like, man, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna talk to her? Am I gonna be weird around her? And then she's gonna know that the secret's out. I got a crush on you, that sort of thing. And then something happened. So it's like, you had your opportunity, but you didn't seize it because of the fear of rejection, or you didn't want her to know, or that sort of thing, or you thought it was just like too sudden, or you just had your guards up and didn't just go ahead and try or take a risk. Which is what the whole thing's about. If you're trying to pursue, in that case, you need to take a risk and be brave about it, not just being shy at that time, because life is short. There's only a few opportunities you have, and then you just start playing that thing in your head, like what if, or that regret sort of thing. So I've gotten over it. It hasn't been like, man, sister. Nah, it's just been like, it's been cool, but it's always that what if.